Hello students, in stereochemistry today we are going to discuss the prediction of number of stereoisomers in a molecule on the basis of number of chiral centers present. Right. Prediction of number of stereoisomers. You know that stereoisomers are the isomers which are due to that means which arises due to the difference in the spatial arrangement of atoms or groups in a molecule. See, prediction of number of stereoisomers, that is number of optical isomers and mesoforms, we can calculate in this by using some formulas in this class. Coming to optical isomers, see, optical isomers, these are optical active compounds. These are optical active compounds. Optical active compounds means they rotate plane polarized light either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. In the previous classes we have discussed about optical activity. Optical activity is the property of a molecule to rotate the plane polarized light. The plane polarized light can be obtained by passing the ordinary light through a Nicol prism or any polarizing medium. We get plane polarized light. When this plane polarized light is passed through the sample, then if the molecule rotates the plane polarized light, then the molecule said to be optically active. If a molecule fails to rotate the plane polarized light, then the molecule is said to be optically inactive. And coming to optically active molecules, there are again two types. Dextro molecules we can indicate with small d or small plus sign, and levo molecules we indicate with small l or minus sign. Dextro molecules are the molecules they rotate plane polarized light towards clockwise side. They rotate the plane polarized light. While levorotatory compounds, these are the compounds rotate the plane polarized light in counterclockwise direction. And moreover, for showing optical activity, the molecule should be chiral. That means the molecule, it cannot be superimposable on its mirror image. Then the molecule is said to be chiral, and molecule, it shows optical activity. And coming to mesomer or meso compounds, these are the compounds having generally plane of symmetry. An imaginary plane bisects the molecule into two identical halves. Generally in mesoisomers or in meso compounds, more than one chiral centers generally present, and they exist along with at least two stereoisomers which are optically active. And these meso compounds are optically inactive due to internal compensation. In meso compounds, the two are the stereo centers or the chiral centers they are identical. And these mesoisomers are optically inactive. And in this class, the prediction of number of stereoisomers by using formulas, that is number of optical isomers and number of meso compounds, we can calculate by using some formulas. And that means for predicting the number of stereoisomers, the prediction depends upon the number of chiral centers present in the molecules. That means the molecule, that means how many chiral centers does it have. And the second point is whether the chiral centers are similar or dissimilar. The first point is how many chiral centers does the molecule have, and second point is whether the chiral centers are similar or dissimilar. In symmetrical molecules, generally the chiral centers are similar. In unsymmetrical molecules, the chiral centers are dissimilar in nature. And coming to for unsymmetrical molecules, means there is no symmetry in the molecule. They are generally optically active molecules. That means no possibility of meso compounds. For unsymmetrical molecules, if there is n number of chiral centers, in unsymmetrical molecules, if there are n number of chiral centers, then the number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n. We have to remember this formula, 2 power n, where n is the number of chiral centers in the molecule. That means optical isomers is equal to 2 power n. Number of mesoforms is equal to, or meso compounds is equal to 0, because the molecules are unsymmetrical, hence there is no possibility of meso compounds, hence number of meso compounds is equal to 0. Remember this thing. Hence the total number of stereoisomers is equal to what happens, 2 power n plus 0, that is equal to 2 power n. The number of stereoisomers is equal to 2 power n. Here we have to remember that n is the number of chiral centers. This is for unsymmetrical molecules. This is the formula. For number of optical isomers, it is 2 power n, and number of mesoforms 0, or number of meso compounds 0. Total number of stereoisomers is also equal to 2 to the power of n. N is equal to number of chiral centers. And then for unsymmetrical molecules it is over. And then coming to symmetrical molecules, that means the molecules, they may have symmetry in those, that means in their structure. Generally they have plane of symmetry. And again in this symmetrical molecules, these symmetrical molecules are of two types. That means whether the chiral centers, that means the number of chiral centers is even or odd. First one, for the symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers. For example, tartaric acid having 2 chiral centers. And the second one is for symmetrical molecules having odd number of chiral centers. For symmetrical molecules having odd number, 1, 3, 5, like that. That means symmetrical molecules again classified into, that means depending upon the number of chiral centers, the formulas will be different. That means the symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers, the formula is different. For symmetrical molecules having odd number of chiral centers, the formula is different. And coming to, for the symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers, like 2, 4, 6, like that. That means the formula is number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1. 2 power n minus 1. And because these molecules are symmetrical, there is a possibility of presence of meso compounds. Hence the formula for meso compounds is this 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Okay, number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1, and number of meso compounds is equal to 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Hence total number of stereoisomers in case of symmetrical molecules with even number of chiral centers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n by 2 minus 1. This is the formula for total number of stereoisomers. This is number of optical isomers. This is number of meso compounds. This is for symmetrical molecules with even number of chiral centers. And next, for symmetrical molecules having odd number of chiral centers, like 1, 3, 5, the number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2. That means, see here, 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2. 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2. And number of meso compounds, because the molecules are symmetrical, hence mesoforms is equal to 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Number of meso compounds is equal to 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Hence the total number of optical isomers is equal to the total number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Total number of meso compounds is equal to 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Hence the total number of stereoisomers is equal to number of optical isomers plus meso compounds. Hence this one and plus this one. That will give number of stereoisomers. Okay, these are the formulas for calculating number of optical isomers, number of meso compounds, as well as total number of stereoisomers. That means possible in a molecule. It means we know the formulas for unsymmetrical molecules, and in symmetrical molecules, two types: symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers, and symmetrical molecules having odd number of chiral centers. Then let us see some examples. To understand completely about the prediction of stereoisomers. See, if you see this example is trihydroxyglutaric acid. If you see the structure we have three chiral centers. We have three chiral centers. The star symbol 1, 2, 3. And moreover, this is a symmetrical molecule. This is a symmetrical molecule, and it is having odd number of chiral centers. Symmetrical molecule and odd number of chiral centers. Here it is having three chiral centers, that is odd number. We know the formula, that is for symmetrical molecules having odd number of chiral centers, number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2, and number of meso compounds is equal to 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Okay, by using this formula, we know that it is having three chiral centers. That means n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3. Therefore, substituting n is equal to 3 in this formula, that means 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2. By substituting n is equal to 3, we get 2 power 3 minus 1 minus 2 power 3 minus 1 by 2. 2 power 3 minus 1 means 2 power 2 minus 2 power 3 minus 1 by 2. 3 minus 1 by 2 means 2 by 2, that means 2 power 1. 2 power 2 is equal to 4. 2 power 1 is equal to 2. Hence, the number of optical isomers is equal to 2. The number of optical isomers is equal to 2. And number of meso compounds is equal to, the formula is 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Here n is equal to 3. 2 power 3 minus 1 by 2. 3 minus 1 by 2 is 4 by 2, means 2 power 2. 2 power 1. 2 power 1. 2 power 1 means again it is 2. Means possible meso compounds for this molecule is 2, and number of optical isomers is equal to 2. Hence, total number of stereoisomers is equal to 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. Let us see the possible structures of this trihydroxyglutaric acid. See, it is having 4 stereoisomers. Let us see. If we see the structures, these are the 4 possible stereoisomers for trihydroxyglutaric acid. The first 2 are optically active compounds. No symmetry, optical active compounds, and they are pair of enantiomers. They are pairs of enantiomers. Those are optical isomers. And coming to third and fourth, they are also different molecules, but they have plane of symmetry like this. Plane of symmetry. These and these are similar. That means this imaginary plane, it divides the molecule into 2 identical halves. Hence, these 2 are meso. These are optically active. That means trihydroxyglutaric acid is having 2 optical isomers and 2 meso compounds. Hence, the total number of isomers is equal to 2 plus 2. That is 4 isomers are possible for 4 stereoisomers are possible for trihydroxyglutaric acid. Next, coming to one more example, that is tartaric acid. Tartaric acid, again it is a symmetrical molecules having two chiral centers, 1 and 2. That means this is an example for symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers. Here n is equal to 2. N is equal to, and for this, that means for the symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers, we know that number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1. Number of meso compounds is equal to 2 power n by 2 minus 1. N by 2 minus 1. Here n is equal to 2, that is even number. That means they have similar chiral centers, symmetrical molecule, and this is the formula. C. Number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1. Here n is equal to 2, 2 power 2 minus 1. That means 2 power 1 and 2. That means 2 optical isomers are possible. That means the 2 isomers are optically active. And coming to number of mesoforms, the formula is 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Here n is equal to 2, hence 2 power 2 by 2 minus 1, or 2 power 1 minus 1, or 2 power 0, that means 1. Any number which has power 0, that always equal to 1, means number of meso compounds possible for this tartaric acid is 1. And the total number of stereoisomers possible for this molecule is 1 plus, the total number of stereoisomers possible is 1 plus 2, that means 3. Total number of stereoisomers is equal to 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Let us see the possible stereoisomer structures of tartaric acid. Let us see these 3, that means the total number of stereoisomers possible for tartaric acid is 3. Here the 1 and 2 structures are optically active, they are enantiomeric pair, and the third one is, if you observe, the third one is having plane of symmetry. It is meso compound or meso form of tartaric acid. That means first and second are, they are enantiomeric pair of tartaric acid, and the third one is meso form of tartaric acid. Hence these 3 are the stereoisomers of tartaric acid. Let us see one more example, that is this butane 1, 2, 3 triol. Butane 1, 2, 3 triol means it is having 3 hydroxy groups. It is having 3 hydroxy groups. In that 4 carbons, the 2 carbons are chiral in nature, or it is having 2 chiral carbon atoms, and moreover the molecule is unsymmetrical. Means this is an unsymmetrical molecule. For unsymmetrical molecules we have, that means there is no need to see whether it is having even number of chiral centers or odd number of chiral centers. That is not required. Just we know we have to see the total number of chiral centers present in the molecule. This is unsymmetrical molecule, and it is having 2 chiral centers. 2 chiral centers means n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2. And the number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n. We know that number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n. And number of meso compounds or mesoforms is equal to 0. That means for unsymmetrical molecules, the number of meso compounds is 0. It means there is no possibility of meso isomer in this case of molecules. And the total number of stereoisomers also is equal to 2 power n only. And here let us calculate the number of optical isomers. See here, number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n. 2 power n. That means here n is equal to 2. 2 power 2 means 4. That means 4 optical isomers are possible for this molecule, and number of meso isomers is equal to 0. Hence, the total number of stereoisomers is also equal to 4 plus 0, that is 4. Let us see the structures or possible stereoisomers for this butane 1,2,3 triol. See, these are the 4 possible structures or 4 stereoisomers of butane 1,2,3 triol. See here, all are optically active, and the 1 and 2, these two molecules are they are having mirror image relationship. In the same way, this is third one and this is fourth one, they are also having mirror image relationship. They are also having a mirror image. That means, see here, this is having mirror image, this is also having mirror image relationship. This is first compound, second, third, fourth. Okay, these are the 4 possible stereoisomers for butane 1,2,3 triol, and these are the 2 enantiomeric pairs. 4 compounds, 4 are all are optically active, and here no possibility of meso compound for this butane 1,2,3 triol. Then let us see some more examples. See, for example, if we take lactic acid, simple example, CH3CHOH COOH, it is having one chiral center. If you observe, it is having one chiral center. This carbon is chiral carbon, and moreover the molecule is unsymmetrical molecule. The molecule is unsymmetrical molecule, and it is having one chiral center. That means n is equal to here 1, and this is an example for unsymmetrical molecules. Hence the formula for prediction of stereoisomers is number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n, and as it is unsymmetrical molecule, there are no meso isomers for this compound. Hence number of meso compounds is equal to 0. The total number of stereoisomers is also equal to 2 power n. Hence, as n is equal to 1 here, number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power 1. 2 power 1 means 2. Hence, number of optical isomers is equal to 2, and number of meso isomers 0. Total number of stereoisomers is 2. Then let us see the stereoisomers of lactic acid. See here, that means the possible 2 optical isomers of lactic acid. There are no meso compounds of lactic acid, as it is unsymmetrical molecule. Here these are the two optical isomers of lactic acid. See, these two are optically active and these are enantiomeric pair. Enantiomeric pair means we know one is dextroisomer, another one is levoisomer. Dextroisomer means it rotates the plane polarized light towards clockwise side, and levoisomer means the isomer which rotates the plane polarized light towards counterclockwise side. That means in these molecules, one molecule is D-lactic acid, another molecule is L-lactic acid. These are the two optically active stereoisomers of lactic acid. Let us see some more examples. See here, this is another example. 2,3 dibromobutane. 2,3 dibromobutane. Again, if we see, this molecule is also symmetrical molecule like tartaric acid, and it is also having two chiral center. One is here, another one is here. Two chiral centers are there, and it is symmetrical molecule having two chiral centers. Means even number of chiral centers, n is equal to 2. Means we have formula for symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers. Optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1. Meso isomers is equal to 2 power n by 2 minus 1. And total number of isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Is it okay? It's okay. Then we have to calculate the number of optical and meso isomers for this case of compound. Same 2 power n minus 1, that means 2 power 3 minus 1. 2 power 3 minus 1, sorry, here n is equal to 2, that means 2 power 2 minus 1. 2 power 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 power 2. 2 power 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 power 1 only. 2 power 1 means it's 2. 2 power 1 means it is equal to 2. Then for number of meso compounds, the formula is 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Here n is equal to 2, hence 2 power 2 by 2 minus 1. 2 power 2 by 2 is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Hence it is 2 power 0. 2 power 0 means 1. Any number which have power 0 means it is always equal to 1. That means here in this case of 2,3 dibromobutane, the number of meso compounds is equal to 1 and number of optical isomers is equal to 2. The total number of stereoisomers is equal to 2 plus 1, hence 3. That means this 2,3 dibromobutane is having 2 optical active isomers and 1 meso isomer. Let us see what are the isomers. See here, the first and second compounds. This is the first compound, this is the second compound. These are optically active molecules. These are optically active molecules and they have mirror image relationship, and they are called as enantiomers, and that means the pair is enantiomeric pair. And the third molecule is optically inactive, that means it is meso compound. of 2,3 dibromobutane. The first two are optically active and the third molecule is optically inactive. Again, first and second, one molecule is dextro molecule, another molecule is levo molecule. That is okay. Then coming to the last example, let us see the last example in this class. Okay, it is 2,3 dibromopentane. 2,3 dibromopentane. See here, pentane 5 carbons. Again, in this molecule, if you observe the structure, it is having two chiral center. One is this one, another one is this one. Two chiral centers are there, and moreover, this molecule is unsymmetrical molecule. This is an example for unsymmetrical molecule. Moreover, it is having two chiral centers. Hence, we know the formula. The number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n, and as it is an unsymmetrical molecule, that means there is no possibility for meso compounds or meso isomers. Hence, this molecule is having zero meso compounds, or the number of meso compounds is equal to 0, and hence the total number of stereoisomers is also equal to 2 power n. As it is having two chiral centers, we know that n is equal to 2. Hence, the total number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n. 2 power n means 2 power 2. Hence, 4 optical isomers are possible for 2,3 dibromopentane. For 2,3 dibromopentane, that means it is having 4 stereoisomers, and the 4 stereoisomers are optically active. Let us see the structures of those optical isomers. See, here it is having 4 optical isomers. These are the 4 optical isomers. Again, no meso isomer. These 4 all are optically active, and in this 4, that means these are 2 enantiomeric pair. This is the first enantiomeric pair, and this is the second enantiomeric pair. Okay, that means these are mirror images, and these two are also mirror images. In these two, one dextro levo. Okay, these are the 4 possible optical active isomers for 2,3 dibromopentane. With these examples are enough. That is, in this class we have discussed how to calculate or how to predict number of stereoisomers in a molecule. The calculation of number of stereoisomers, it depends upon the number of chiral centers, as well as whether the chiral centers are similar or dissimilar. It means here we have some formulas for calculating number of stereoisomers in molecules. That is, the formulas are for different molecules. That is for unsymmetrical molecules. For unsymmetrical molecules, okay, for unsymmetrical molecules, the number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n, and number of mesoforms, that means the possibility of meso compounds is 0, because as the molecule is unsymmetrical molecule. Hence, the total number of stereoisomers is equal to number of optical isomers plus number of mesoisomers. Hence, the total number of stereoisomers is equal to 2 power n only. This one plus this one, 2 power n. So we can calculate the number of stereoisomers for unsymmetrical molecules with this formula. Next, coming to symmetrical molecules, these may be these are two types, as they may have odd number of chiral centers and even number of chiral centers. For symmetrical molecules, mesoisomers are also possible, and for example, for the symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers, number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1, and number of mesoisomers is equal to 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Hence, the total number of stereoisomers is equal to this plus this. That means number of optical isomers plus mesoisomers. By this way, we can calculate symmetrical molecules having even number of chiral centers. Next, symmetrical molecules with having odd number of chiral centers. For this, the number of optical isomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 by 2, and number of mesoisomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Hence, the total number of isomers is equal to number of optical isomers plus number of mesoisomers. Hence, that is equal to, this will be get cancelled, and 2 power n minus 1. The total number of stereoisomers is equal to 2 power n minus 1. With this, we can calculate number of stereoisomers for molecules based on chiral centers. With this, I conclude today's topic, and tomorrow we will discuss another topic. Thank you.